Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video. It's Saturday morning here and we actually did Joe Wicks PE this morning because we missed it yesterday morning, the Friday class, and it was the last fancy dress Friday ever. So Joe actually did the class in the same outfit that he used for the first ever fancy dress Friday. So that was quite funny. It was this Spider-Man outfit and he started the class off with a bit of shenanigans, like jumping around the house and stuff. That was quite fun. Good way to start the day, I must admit. And then after that we just went back to the kitchen, had our pancakes for breakfast, which we always do. And now actually Caleb and I are just waiting for his Kung Fu class to start, Saturday morning Kung Fu class. With we do it via Zoom at the moment with his teacher. So like I said, it's Saturday here. The weather's looking pretty good. I think there's a little bit of rain forecast, but the weather's looking pretty good. So we should have a decent day. Probably get out into the garden. Maybe take a little bike ride later as well. But yeah, hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day, good weekend. And hope you're not affected by coronavirus. We're all fine here. We're not affected by the virus as yet. Although it's hard to tell, isn't it? There's a lot of asymptomatic people definitely around the whole world that actually have it, but just don't realize it because of not having the symptoms. So I remember a while back, before lockdown, I had that funny cough thing going on. You might, some of the videos I was talking about it, and I haven't been tested, so that may or may not have been the virus. I'm not sure. I probably should I'm looking into getting an antibody test to find out whether I have had it or not, because same with Bindi. You might remember right before school shut down, we actually isolated for 2 weeks because we both thought we may have had symptoms. But it would be interesting to get an antibody test and to find out if indeed one of us or both of us have had it. So we're starting to think about all these things because we're sort of also toying with the idea of when Caleb goes back to school, you know, we're going to have to face up to potentially getting it if we haven't already got it. If you're enjoying these videos, please subscribe. I'd love to have you along. And until then, I'll catch you on tomorrow's video. Cheers.